Why are so many temples hidden deep in the mountains, while churches are often at the heart of people's lives? What cultural wisdom lies behind this difference? Today, we'll explore the reasons behind this fascinating contrast. First, let's start with cultural differences. Temples, especially those from Buddhist or Taoist traditions, are often built in isolated places, far from the crowds. Eastern religions place greater emphasis on individual cultivation and inner enlightenment. Monks come to temples not only to pray, but to retreat from the world and find peace within themselves in nature's embrace. In contrast, Christian churches are more of a social space. They are places where people not only pray, but come together for community activities. The church symbolizes the bond between religious faith and everyday life, being deeply embedded in the fabric of society. The primary function of temples is to offer a place of quiet retreat for monks and devotees. Those who seek refuge in temples aim to escape worldly distractions and find inner peace and enlightenment. Churches, however, are public places. They not only serve as houses of worship, but also as centers for social, educational, and charitable activities. In Western culture, churches have long served as the spiritual and social heart of communities. Historically, the placement of temples is also tied to hermit culture. In China, many hermits sought to live far from the mundane world. They believed that only by residing in nature could they transcend material desires and purify the spirit. Hence, many temples were built in the mountains, becoming sanctuaries for those seeking solitude and spiritual growth. In the West, however, churches were not just places for religious activities, but also centers of social life. During medieval times, churches were often the focal point of towns, symbolizing their importance to both spiritual and social life. Major events and community activities revolve around the church, making it a key part of daily life. The placement of temples in high mountains carries deep symbolic meaning. Climbing up to a temple represents the journey of spiritual ascent. It's a metaphor for monks striving for enlightenment, the arduous path to spiritual transcendence. The temple, perched on the mountaintop, symbolizes closeness to heaven and the spiritual world. Churches, on the other hand, are built at the heart of towns, with their tall spires reaching towards the sky. The church tower serves as a reminder of the divine, that God's presence is with the people, wherever they are. The church is not isolated but integrated with daily life. The difference in temple and church placement is not just a matter of architecture, but reflects the cultural, religious, and historical backgrounds of these societies. Temples, hidden in the mountains, represent the quest for solitude and spiritual enlightenment. Churches, in the heart of towns, signify the deep connection between faith and community life. This contrast reveals two distinct ways humans seek spiritual fulfillment. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more explorations of fascinating cultural and historical topics.